Hey guys, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. Thank you guys for stopping in. It's May's Junk Journal Vision Board. Y'all, we have been doing this over a year now. I know, I love doing this. This helps me, this concept helps me to take my focus in 1 month increments. Now, I love the annual vision boards. You know, I love when people sit down and they do that like in November, December, January, and they look at their whole year. I cannot do it. It's overwhelming to me. Like I don't know. It just is. But I love to see people's how they do it. But for me, I wanted to just do it in monthly increments. And so that's what this concept basically is. It just helps me to structure my month in a way that I can come and at a glance know what it is I want to work on, what it is I want to focus on, what it is I want to grow, what it is I want for the intentions of my month, right? And so for May, here in Southern Louisiana, we're already blooming, right? I mean, allergy season's kicked in. The temperatures are warmer. My husband's garden is out of control already. In fact, I'll throw up some pictures so y'all can see that. We got tomatoes already on the vine. It's crazy. And his grape bushes are awesome. My honey does a fabulous job at that kind of stuff. But I will throw up some pictures of that. But for me, May is blooming, but I wanted to take it a step further, and I'm gonna go into May boldly. Yeah, usually I am not, believe it or not. It's not that I'm not verbal. I mean, I am, but I'm just not necessarily a bold personality. I don't have a problem with saying what I have to say, don't get me wrong, but usually, there are people smarter than me in the room, and so I just let them talk. And a lot of the times, I don't mean to get off on a negative rant here, but I think that some of you will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. A lot of the times, people like to hear themselves talk, and so I'm not one of those kind of people. If I have something to say, I just say it and move on with my day. I don't need to blather on about stuff. But in May, I guess what I'm trying to say is, in May, if I have something to say, my voice is going to be heard. Yeah. I think that's as diplomatic as I can be about it. I'm going to make sure that, because I bring value to the table. I bring value to the table in different situations in my life, and my voice is going to be heard. And I just want to go into May boldly. Let the chips fall where they may, kind of thing. Because there are some things that I want to do with my life and my channel, and even Paper Monkey. I joked earlier and said something about Paper Monkey's corporate office. This is what I consider Paper Monkey's corporate office. This is my happy place, and this is where I can create my world to be what I want it to be in this time. And I do that. I have some videos that are going to be coming out, and some collabs that I do with folks here. And thank God for this community. I think as far as communities are concerned, no matter what, you may be on YouTube doing or out there watching, because there's several different avenues of thought on YouTube. But I think the junk journaling community is one of the best. I want to be here to support those folks who are out there doing positive things and sharing with us, and that's what we do. That's what we do here. I didn't get to a couple of things in April, so I transferred them over to May because I want to still try that. One of the things that I did not get to do in April is watch 8 new channels every single week, is what, in my mind, what I wanted to do. I wanted to expand, and kind of get out there and see just different channels that are not popping up on my feed, and not, so I want to continue to try for that goal. Yeah, I just, other things have prevented me. In fact, I haven't even really watched my friends on YouTube, which I'm missing everybody, but hopefully I'll be able to catch up on a lot of my focus on YouTube very soon. Then there are other journals that I want to make. In fact, I'm making one right now. I'll share this with you if you haven't seen the video yet. I've actually been asked to make 2 journals for specific people. So commissioned pieces, if you will. And that, guys, that's a whole other realm of journal making. And I love it. I am here for it. To know that I'm making a journal with specific criteria in mind for these people, their likes, their dislikes, what colors, what authors, what music, whatever, what work they do. This is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. And I love to make the journals, don't get me wrong. And you guys, if you don't know, I just started selling journal kits. So those journal kits that I'm selling, and I loved it. I love putting those kits together. Those kits have been with the beginner in mind, the beginner of me a year ago, right? Because I remember sitting, watching, going down this rabbit hole of junk journals on YouTube and looking at this stuff and going, how do these people have all of this stuff in one place? Like, where are these tiny paper clips coming from? Where are they getting, how do you have all these sheets of music? And so now that I have all of that, buttons and lace and trims and papers and whatever, I can sit down, and I have put a kit together, a few kits actually, with that person in mind, so that when you get this kit and you open the box, you can immediately start playing and creating. Yes, you can add other things to it, because of course I don't have everything, but I think for the most part I've got a bunch of it. Yeah, I think I have a bunch of it. And the few folks who have purchased kits from me, they have emailed me, and they have just reiterated that they love the kits. The kits have more ephemera than they've ever seen, in one place. So I am pumped and super excited about that. So there is, and I'll link the link to the kits that are remaining that are available. Only have 2 left. One is specific kind of to Mother's Day, because it's a little golden book one, and it's about mommy. So I made that kit kind of thinking with the beginner in mind, but with that Mother's Day theme. And then the other one is a vintage Reader's Digest book that I took it apart. It's got all the pages and extra pages, and anyway, if you're interested, I'll link those links so you can go see those. My fabric clusters, I have some fabric clusters for sale. I love fabric. I didn't even know that. That's what's so awesome about this whole experience for me, because I was never felt like I was creative. It's like all the different avenues that I'm touching now of creativity are helping develop those skill sets in ways that I didn't even know I loved fabric this much. If that makes sense. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I didn't. And now, oh my God, fabric clusters and ruffles and little piecing together the quilty snippet ties for the junk journals. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite things to do. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. So if you are considering, if you've landed on my page and you are even considering doing any kind of junk journaling, I would encourage you to try it. It is, but you don't have to go buy anything. Don't, I know I'm talking about my kids and stuff. You don't have to do that. No, don't do that. Go shop your stash. Okay. Go in your house and find tissue paper, wrapping paper, recipe cards, newspaper, packaging, Amazon packaging. Go get what you already have. You don't have to have all this stuff. And just try it. Get a spiral notebook, right? It's just, you would be amazed at how you got more stuff than you think you do. I know I did, but don't do it how I did it, because I went out and I bought all kind of stuff, and I consequently had to purge a lot of stuff too. So now that I'm past a year now into it, I have a more discerning eye. But I have some videos that are going to be coming up, so be on the lookout for that. I hope you are enjoying this series. I don't have a whole lot that I can share right now. I just know, I will tell you a little sneak peek, not sneak peek, but a little post announcement. There's some things coming up for me. There are some changes coming up for me. And as soon as I can share, I definitely will share with you guys. So again, this is my May Junk Journal Vision Board. It's just how I keep track of things for the month, because I needed things in smaller bites. It helps me to kind of stay on track, but to also dream a little. And I'll tell you guys, even if you're not into this kind of stuff, right? Putting your intentions out there and things like that. What I have written down in my Junk Journal Vision Board, it has come. And it's just, it has. It has come. I never in a million years would have thought that I would sell anything. Ever. And when I posted, of course, I put it on because a lot of these things you guys don't see. I write things after, the camera's off. But I did write down, selling of journals, or I put something like that. And so whenever I posted my first junk journal kit for sale, within 4 hours, that kit was sold. Yeah. And I don't even work in sales. That's just not, it's not who I am. Again, this channel is not who I am, but I'm being led here. And as long as I'm here, and as long as it's fun, y'all, we're going to keep trucking along. We're going to keep doing this thing. Yeah. I keep meeting wonderful people, interacting with different creators who don't even, who have such different styles. I've been watching, Laura the Half-Ass Crafter. Shout out to Laura. If you don't know who she is, go check her out. But, I have all my faves, right? Y'all are all my faves. But, I want to expand my world into just, because glue books are kind of not my thing, but I love watching that. I love watching Laura, and there are different creators who do these glue books, and just love it. And, my first love on here was Rebecca Hoot. I still watch Rebecca faithfully. Anytime she posts something, I'm right there for Rebecca Hoot. I'll in my video mentions, I always try and remember to link these channels in case you don't know who these folks are. But and again, I'm finding my own style. But I love to watch these creators and how they make me laugh, right? They make me laugh. So anyway, got a couple of other videos out there. If you didn't see, my friend Hazel Anaka just launched her first hashtag, and it is hashtag Pick a Pocket. It's an open collab, and I want to end this by mentioning that, because I want you guys to know that my concentration has always been to support other creators. Yeah, that's it. I don't believe that we have enough of that in this world. And Hazel has supported me along the way. And I listen, when I'm going to link Hazel's channel, because if you're not familiar with Hazel, get familiar. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Hazel makes me laugh. Hazel is an extremely intelligent person, but she has a wit about her that is second to none. Yeah, she makes me laugh. So I am supporting that hashtag. She reached out to me and she asked me if I would help her launch that by doing a video, and I did that, and I'm actually going to do another one very soon. So you guys be on the lookout for that, and please go watch Hazel's channel. Of course, you know, Angela the Traveling Crafter. I'm going to do a bolo. She's got her hashtag bolo books. So I'm going to pick a couple of books and I'll do a video on that. My friend Janie at the Crafting Bookworm. I am fascinated by Janie, and I'm going to tell you why. I used to be an avid reader. Okay, I used to be I don't know if you guys are not familiar with my channel. The library was a happy place to be. I love the library. I love Books A Million. Not that many of them are still around, but Barnes and Nobles, and I love to be surrounded by books. Now, in probably the past decade, I call it lazy reading. I listen to books on audio. I don't do, like handheld books anymore. I just have books playing in the background. Well, the past probably 2 years, I've even kind of gotten away from that. Yeah, it's kind of sad. So recently I jumped back into my audiobooks, and Janie does book reviews. She's an avid reader, okay? She put me to shame even whenever I was reading on the regular. But I love to go watch Janie's channels for those book reviews. So if you're not familiar with Janie's channel, I'll tag it, and you can go, if you're, interested in reading or those book reviews. Janie does a really good job, I think, on her book reviews. She's got a hashtag. Janie's got a hashtag, and I told her I would do it, and I will do it. It's basically, who are you, I think, or is it, Janie, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is, she's got a list of questions that you respond to in your video, and just kind of basically telling your story of how, you got into junk journaling, even showing the very first junk journal that you made. So I've got to pull mine, and so I can show you guys where I was at way back then as a beginner. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun too. Anyway, that is what I have for you today. I'm going to keep working on this off camera, because there's a couple of things that I do need to fill in here. But remember what I always say. I hope that whatever it is you get to do today or in the next few days, it is at least as much fun as I've had sharing this with you guys. Bye, guys. We'll chat soon.